Springer, and here to explain all that will be available at parks and beaches on Long Island this year for Springer and eventually summer is George Gorman. He is the Deputy Regional Director for the New York State Park System, and welcome to the show, George.
Thanks for having me.
We have you every year to talk about what's ahead and what the plans are and how the beaches and parks look. So, by the way, Jones Beach and Robert Moses, they always get all the attention, but Sunken Meadow is a hidden gem, right?
Absolutely. Sunken Meadow sees about 3 million visitors each year. It's very popular, and during the weekdays, you'll see a real local crowd, the Kings Park, Smithtown, and Suffolk County, the Western Suffolk County residents. During the weekends, during the summer, it's throughout the New York metropolitan area that visit, and it's really diverse. It's really popular. There's so many different activities. You have 3 9-hole golf courses there.
That's right.
You have the boardwalk that is a fantastic walk. People jog it, people walk it. We have the picnic areas that are very popular, and of course the beachfront where you can go swim in the Long Island Sound, which is a little bit calmer than the Atlantic Ocean. So it really has a lot of diverse activities there.
Yeah, you got playgrounds for the kids.
Playgrounds, ball fields.
Plenty of parking.
Yep.
The parking goes on forever.
Well, it does. You have 2 really large parking fields right there, fields 1 and 2, that literally accommodate 5,000 cars. So it's very big.
Yeah, and that's right off the Sagdeco Sunken Meadow Parkway there. So
right at the end.
Right by Long Island Sound.
Robert Moses built all the parkways to go to the park. So Sunken Meadow, you take the Sagdeco, turns into the Sunken Meadow Parkway right to the park.
If you go the other way, you can get on Robert Moses.
You got Robert Moses, and you have extra. So you have 2 parkways that lead to those 2 parks.
True.
And they're very popular as well. We're very fortunate. We see about 20 million visitors each year, and that's considerable. Last year, we had near record attendance at most Long Island State parks. It was really phenomenal.
Well, every winter you got to worry about erosion. How was it this past winter? How are the beaches? Are they in good shape? Any major erosion?
Well, unfortunately, we at this point are not looking that we'll be able to open a park called Gilgo Beach State Park, which is a 4-wheel drive beach access park. It doesn't have parking fields, and that's the area that we closed last year, and it looks like we're going to have to keep it closed this year. However, everywhere else, Jones Beach, Robert Moses, the East End parks, all the concerned parks that we are always afraid of erosion, no issues. We're opening up. We got plenty of sand.
Yeah, and people are ready. So what's planned for Memorial Day and 4th of July? I can't even believe we're talking about that already, but what do you got in store?
You only love me during the time that we're going into the summer. But the Memorial Day weekend, we have the Bethpage Air Show at Jones Beach. And
this year, on, right?
Yeah, the United States Air Force Thunderbirds will be performing. And we had to do a time change. It's from noon to 5 because of the runway reconstruction at JFK, because Jones Beach is right over their landing lanes going into their runways, and the runway is going to go into reconstruction. So that's a big change. We want to let the public know that the time is noon to 5 instead of the normal 10 to 3.
So get there early.
Oh, yeah,
but
get there early.
Maybe that'll help with people getting home at night when there's still daylight, right?
Absolutely. The time change will really be a little bit benefit to the beachgoers and the people that want to see the air show, because they don't have to get up as early to get there.
Well, there's so much more than the beaches to the parks, right? I mean, you got hiking. Talk about what else you can do there.
Well, we're very fortunate. We're really going through a great renaissance. Governor Cuomo has committed literally $100 million each year for the rebuilding of parks. And at Jones Beach, this year, you're going to see more automation in the parking fields themselves. So if you're ever concerned about waiting in lines at the tolls, we're going to end that. You're going to be able to pay right at the parking fields. We started credit card operations a couple of years ago. That's going to be expanded so that each field will be able to do credit cards to get in. And if you see a field that's backed up, you can go to another one. So we have that underway at not only Jones Beach, but Sunken Meadow and a number of other parks. In addition, Robert Moses, the Field 5 facility building, that's going to be, that is under reconstruction, and that's going to be open this summer. So that'll be a big improvement, because that's a very popular parking field.
Absolutely.
But all the beaches are open, swimming. We have hiking trails throughout practically all Long Island State parks. The arboretums at this time of year look magnificent. As you said, the weather's cooperating. It's been nice and warm, so everything's blooming. Everything's in great shape.
What about the campgrounds? You know, sometimes we've had to deal with West Nile in some locations. What's the situation there?
Campgrounds are in good shape. As a matter of fact, at Wildwood State Park, which is on the North Fork, we're building 10 cabins that should be ready at the end of this year, in the fall of this year. We've never had cabins on Long Island. There are cabins upstate, but none on Long Island. So that's a great addition for that park. But all the facilities are in good shape. The campgrounds, last year we added 25 campsites at Hither Hill State Park in Montauk. And that is the most popular campsite, I want to say, in the country. I don't know that, but in New York State it is. It's right on the Atlantic Ocean, so you have ocean views. It is magnificent. And as you said, we're ready.
Well, and so are we. George Gorman with the New York State Parks Department on Long Island, Deputy Regional Director. We can't wait, George.
Yeah, it should be a good year.
And thank you very much.